Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm making this video to show how to cancel your appointments without affecting your rating. Looks like I got a new one here. Monroe. Well, my computer's running a little slow. Alright. Second chance bid. We'll skip over this. Sorry, it's the first time I've logged in this afternoon. Alright. So, with that being said, I've asked this customer if I could use them. So I'm pretty sure everybody knows how to set up reoccurring services. You can either go here, or you can go to set or modify services. We are raising his price this year. He's aware of that. Always make sure when you click the little arrow, otherwise it won't go in. And we're going to start him on April 10th. He's going to be an every week customer. If you need an every 2-week customer, you can click every 2 weeks. I don't do the every 10 days. I let my customer know that right up front. Every 3 weeks is maybe if I do a field or something, or once a month. I have used the once a month. It was for a field, but I did charge that guy quite a bit. So we'll stick with every week. Set up services, yes. Now say April 10th has come and it's raining, or you had a hurricane come through, or something or another in that line. This is, you're going to have to go to the day. So we know that was Keith that we just set up. And then from here, you can click on him there. And then from here, all you gotta do is click on his name again, and it will bring him up to the main account page. Now, with that being said, to cancel his date today or reschedule, which you should never do. Typically, if I'm going to reschedule someone, I do it the way I'm about to show you. But I am going to show you what not to do first. as soon as my computer loads up. So this is Mr. Keith. For whatever reason, you need to reschedule him today. I would only use this in absolute dire need emergency. Once you use this, you can't use it again. So it pretty much puts your lawn service in your customer's hands. So reschedule. And it's gonna, I mean, you can pick for a few days, I do believe. But once you use this, you can't use it again. Um, so with that being said, I don't do it that way. I will go on my day that I need to cut, and I will go through each customer like this. So generally you can go all the way down here and you can cancel all appointments. I recommend you look at this first to see when your next appointment was. Memorize that. Cancel all your appointments and then reschedule all your appointments to April 17th. I have figured out that you don't have to hit this. That's one step that you don't have to do. You can literally just set up or modify services. So we can't service him today. We know that's April 10th. So we know his next visit is next week on Monday, April 17th. So I would go in there, click that every week. You got to remember your customers. If you're servicing them, you should know whether they're every 2 weeks or every week. Probably by at least the fourth time you're serving them. So we changed it to the 17th. So I go in and hit this. Yes. Now you have canceled that April 10th visit and you have rescheduled for the 17th. That will not affect your rating. This will not work for auto bid though. So I generally, and I explain this to my customers right up front, if I skip them because of weather, I try to make them up, but if I can't, I can't. I will get to you the following week. If they have a party planned or something, they need me, they'll let me know, and then I'll schedule them for another day that week when it's convenient for me. So as of right now, the 17th is their next visit. But Keith's having a barbecue this Friday, and he really needs his yard cut. So we'll just use that as an example. He's not going to have a barbecue this Friday. It's going to snow this Friday. So I would go back in here and set it a single mowing. We'll say his visit was on the 10th. Well, I can get to you on the 12th, Keith. That 2 days before Friday, I'll give you a Friday cut. So we'll go ahead and schedule that single mowing for the 12th and confirm it. Now you have rescheduled that customer's weekly visit this week, just on a different day that you can manage to get there. I know a lot of you guys are in Florida and hurricane weather, or wherever it may be, and there's hurricane weather. Sometimes you might not be able to make it there for a week, maybe two. So again, I would go in here. I know right now his next visit is April 12th. But I know his following visit is April 17th. So if I want to reschedule, say we can't make it here this day, or it's going to be 3 weeks from now before we can make it because there's just that much disaster. So I would go on to May 1st and just set it all up over again. Every week, So now we're, 3 weeks out. You're covered, and it does not affect your rating. It's it's one or two steps. Really, you just need to make sure you're scheduling on the same day and then following week. Um, like I said, if it rains hard enough that we gotta shut down, I don't make them days up. Generally, yeah, it sucks to lose $1,000 day, but it's really hard to go back and do that when you're doing 139 to 159 yards a week. Um, and then again, you can literally go down and hit cancel all appointments. The customer doesn't want your service no more. I don't think this works on auto bid. Uh, it just, or you're firing your customer. I'm sorry, but we don't want to service you no more. We need to part ways. You cancel all 31 appointments. That doesn't affect your rating either. If that's the fastest way for you to go through for the day and go through and cancel everybody's appointments for the day, that's what you want to do. You want to go to cancel all appointments. That's the easiest way without affecting your rating or um, anything in that matter. And I also let my customers know up front to let me manage the account because things can get a little iffy if they don't know what they're doing on their end. So if they have any questions or they need to change a day or something on that line, I just let them know to reach out to me. And I also let them know if there is a rain day that I probably won't be coming till next week, and that I do not charge them for higher than normal grass because I canceled on them. Um, and then I can show you on the app. It's a little different. Let me turn my other camera on. So, this is the one we had seen when I opened my computer. I always just go in here and I put, just know your date may change to best fit you on my route. That's letting them know that you may not be able to cut them on the 10th. You might be in their area on the 13th, which is Wednesday. So that's when I cut that area on Wednesday. And then I would send it to them. I need to place a bid. So this is where I like using the app. This is a relatively cheap tablet. I actually got it from Boost Mobile. I think I pay like $29 a month. I'm not sure how much the service is. But this is what I use out in the field usually. I also like the fact that you can hit Street View. It kind of gives you a little picture of the house and what it looks like. Or if you hit the map up here, it'll take you to the Google map. I don't know why it's not set up. Normally it's set up to do that. But if it decides to load, Looks like everything wants to run slow today. But anyways, you can generally zoom in and actually see the whole yard. If my Google would load. There we go. Oh, satellite. Well, anyways, you get the picture. If it was working correctly, you would be able to see the whole yard. I don't know why it's not working. I just don't think Google likes me sometimes. Well, anyways, I'll get back to that. I'll show you guys. The average bid in this area is Troy. I have a bunch in Troy. I probably actually set that average bid in the area. So, I'll just keep it at my $40 rate. And I like to keep something in there. I include my number so they can call me right away if they have any questions or anything. Place my bid and roll with it. The mapping feature is working properly again. That's going to be my Monday. Hit go. So this is how it mapped it out for me. I'm gonna go start here, and I'll come back, and I'll work my way back to the house, and I'll do these 3 last. Or I could do them first, either way, it don't matter. What does my map gonna look like on Monday? I would always recommend clicking on this up here. And it's just pretty much the same thing for the canceling on the app. You just find that person, I actually removed. I didn't reschedule them after I canceled all my visits. There's a few things I like about the app versus the web page, but I do use them both. Modify, set up service, cancel all appointments. Sometimes if that's not there for some reason, it's not there. It happens. You could always go to set up recurring services and cancel through that way. Um, After you cancel all your appointments and you don't want to do that customer no more, you can come down to remove this client from my account. Sorry, my screen's cracked on my tablet, so it's a little hard. Gives you several different options. I usually just click Keith Dickerson has removed or canceled all services. But that will only be there after you cancel all appointments in red down here. And then that'll be available for you. And then same thing. Just same thing as the web page. Just a little different. I kind of like using the app and the web page together. So normally if I'm out during the day, I'll have the app up and I'll have Google Chrome in the background so I can switch back and forth. If you ever have trouble looking up a customer in here by name or address and they're not popping up for some reason, I wouldn't freak out and think they're not there no more. You just kind of stroll through. I mean, it's really a pain for me because I think we got like 158 total customers. At 158. So it can be kind of relentless to scatter through all these. I think I have 120 that are active right now. 127 active. There's still a few that I need to schedule and put them on days. But for the most part, and set your price. Stick to it. I mean, I got a couple $35 yards. I mean, but they probably are $25 yards, to be honest with you. I mean, this lady here, her yard, 30 bucks. I mean, she doesn't care about her yard at all. She just wants it cut. So we just cut it, you know. I mean, we whip it, you know, every once in a while if it gets out of hand, but she didn't even want to pay for weed whipping, so that's her $30 price. This is a trailer. I mean, I can't see charging much more. I mean, it takes us probably takes us longer to get the stuff off the trailer and back on than what it does to cut the yard. But I think we're there a whole maybe 13 minutes. So, you know, you take a few and you get a few. I mean, you know, I got a couple $50 yard. This old lady lives in my neighborhood. I mean, her front yard is like probably 10 square feet, you know, and her backyard's all garage. And there's like 3 strips of grass back there. So I charge her 28 bucks. I mean, yeah, that's probably a little low, but the one around the corner is $60, you know. I mean, you take some and you lose some. These two right here, it's $30 a piece, but this is their business, and literally their house is on the same street around the corner. So, you know, that's $60 for a half hour's worth of work, maybe. That's a little bit on rescheduling and how to reschedule without really affecting your rating. But again, you should always contact your customer and let them know you're going to reschedule them. Like I said, I let my customers know that when I reschedule them, they'll see their whole schedule is going to be rescheduled. Um, I talk to my customers maybe once a month. Uh, so I hope that helps you all a little bit. Let me know if it does, and let me know if I can help you in any other way or answer any questions. I have had some questions asked to me on private messenger, that if I was a sponsor or affiliated with Greenpal. I am not. I use the Greenpal app. So anything I do tell you guys, that's coming straight from me. That's not coming from Greenpal. Have a great day.